Okay, what's going on, guys? Many of you don't know how to draw trend lines, and because of this, maybe your consequence to maybe a bad trade. And to be able to mark up trend lines um, is essential for the 1, 2, 3 profit. Although I can't teach you the 1, 2, 3 profit right now, because obviously for that's a complete different course. I can teach you how to draw up a trend line, and for purposes of people in the chat room who don't know how to use TradingView, um, you know, as Anthony said, the fractals on TradingView are quite high. You know, they Anthony says they almost make it impossible for you to make a trend line. So I'm just gonna obviously you can type in here and get all the charts up or whatever, like USD, CAD or whatever. And I'm looking at the USD CAD now, but I'm not going to show you that chart right now. So I'm just going to pick one of these at random. Just go with the top one, okay? When it loads, will it load? Alright, I'll type it in. It's not loading. Alright, so there we go. Alright, EUR USD. And for purposes of marking up trend lines, do you know what a trend line is? Like, a trend line is the exact same as, for example, like a resistance and support. Like, there's support here. You know, price has been around this area. It's gone up. It's gone down. It's hit it. It's gone up again. There's resistance in this area. You know, in this kind of area, like price has gone up. It's hit it. It's come back down. Price has gone up. It's hit it. It's come back down. Price has gone up. It's hit it. It's come back down. Price has broke through it. It's come back down. Um, the exact same thing. You need to know how to draw support and resistance. Although you might not need to plot it, as you can do it by eye eventually, but you should know the basics, and it's essential to know these things. You can't know. Like, look at this reversal right now. Look at that. So you got the. I think I can't remember the names off the top of my head, but you got this reversal indecision candle, and you've got the second candle, and there's your confirmation. Do you know what I mean? It becomes fairly simple. Um, so I'll add in the Williams fractals, and as as uh, as Anthony says, they make it almost impossible for you to mark up, because if you draw these lines, through this, it is barely touching, and I'll show you a quick trick. If you can't draw trend lines, this is how you do it. Okay, you switch it to line chart. You look for points where they're meeting. So like here, you can start here. It's kind of touching this line, up, and there we go. Although I've got the fractals there, they're not necessarily on the fractals, because TradingView is quite hard to get a line and the fractals perfect. You're always adjusting. The this with this kind of trading, you have to adjust your channels all the time. Look, I'll just drew a channel straight off. Tell me that's not respecting that channel. Tell me another reason, how channels don't work. Like, I can draw. So this is a new channel, right? The market's going up. Here's an old channel. You're looking for points, 2 to 3 points, where price is staying within that range. Again, I'm looking for more points. You can always draw your line and move it later. It doesn't have to be perfect. No channel is going to ever be the same. Like, look, another channel right there on the hour chart, Euro USD. Tell me that's not respecting the channel. Yeah, it's gone out, reversed. It's come back. Oh, it's reversed. It's back in the channel. again, I have to be careful of what I say because I can't tell you, how to trade this. Like if I swap to the 15, again, it's in the channel. I'll swap back to candles. That's how simple it is to draw a channel. You don't need to overcomplicate it. Like, if you can't do it, if all you got to do is touch, make sure the wicks nearly touch or touch. Not there. The wicks are touching, the wicks nearly touching, but it's still basically. Anthony refers to these as walls. You know, all it is all these channels are support and resistance in the diagonal, formation. I can draw support and resistance all day in the real way. Look, support and resistance right there. Support, support. You know, it's not hard to do. You don't overcomplicate it. If you can't, if you can't, if you can't do it, simple. Go to YouTube. Go to Google. What is a support and resistance? I don't know why it's being so slow right now. Maybe because I'm recording. But YouTube it. Google the channel. It shows you how to draw it. If you can draw it that way, you can draw it diagonally. I'm telling you this for your own good. If you can't draw support and resistance, if you can't draw a channel, you should not be trading live. You should be trading demo until you can do these basic, fundamentals almost. You should still be on demo. But once you master these things, like, I've only been trading 4 months, and I can do these things quite comfortably now. Although I may not be doing, and my analysis is right, and with Anthony's help and guidance, I hope everyone else can profit. Look at this M here. There's another one. M. W. Formations, there's loads of different things to look out for. And it's that simple. Don't be afraid, just do it. If it's wrong, do it again. If you think you're wrong, find more information.